Hey, I'm Kayla. Welcome back to my channel. I made myself an advent. I saw a few different ways to make holiday advents for yourself. You can take a book apart and read it in 24 sections. You could read it with a buddy and have like a little bit to read every single day. I am admittedly horrible about reading with my friends, like my poor friend Hannah, who I told I was going to read the Shadow and Bone series with, and she has finished it, and I am still on the first book. So, I knew that if I was going to do any type of holiday advent challenge, I had to do it myself, and I had to do it in a way that would help me actually read some of the books that I have here at my home. So what I did is I went around my house and took some books off my physical TBR that have been hanging around way too long, and I decided to put them in an advent. Let me show you my picks. Welcome to my bookshelf. Here is another place where I've been keeping books, and I actually was setting this shot up and I just lost my mind a little bit because looking at this shelf, this is almost all TBR books, which is crazy. I don't know when I got so many physical TBR books in. The only two that aren't are Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I read that earlier this year, fell in love with it, and I had to buy the physical copy. I have the physical copy of the whole series, actually. I love The Boys of Thomas so much. And I'm in the middle of these two, actually these three it would be. Not in Love by Allie Hazelwood, which I just had to take a little pause on. The Awakening is Told by the Boys, which is the alternate first book of the Zodiac Academy, and Immortal Dark, which I started on Halloween and unfortunately haven't picked up since. And I think it's just because I don't know why. I don't know why. But this is mostly all books I have not picked up and read yet. And you can see The Truth According to Ember is the book that I'm planning on reading for Native American Heritage Month, which is the month of November, which is the month that we are in right now. I'm super excited. This is Danica Nava's debut novel. That is not what I'm going to grab today though, because as a reminder, I'm making my own Christmas advent calendar. I have two books wrapped under the tree right now, and I'm trying to be responsible about the physical books that I have on my TBR. So I'm wrapping them up as a present to myself. I have an idea. I think I know what I'm going to grab. At first, I was like, oh, I want to grab these two, which are two big romances. That's The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren and Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. But I'm going to resist my first instinct here because these are both witty, rom-com-y romance novels, and that's the genre I read most. So I'm most likely to pick these ones up by themselves. And the whole point of this TBR is I'm trying to read through things that I need a little bit more incentive to pick up. So knowing that, I'm actually going to pick up this book, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I picked this up this summer, actually. I think this was a part of my birthday Barnes & Noble haul. It's a book I've seen around. I've seen it talked about on BookTube a lot. I don't necessarily remember what it's about, but it is an absolute beautiful copy in itself. The blue sprayed edges. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll take the sticker off of it. I don't know how that ended up keeping. And this will be the first thing I wrap. And then yes, I think it's good for Christmas time. I don't know if this is necessarily a Christmas book or if this is just a magical book. This is a book that has an element of magical realism, and that is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I haven't gotten to read any Ashley Poston yet. I've had this on my shelf for a really long time, and I've heard nothing but great things about this book. I just haven't had the incentive to pick it up. Perfect. So these are going to be the 2 books I wrap. I will bring it over to the couch. I have a little bit of Santa wrapping paper left that I'm going to finish up, and then I'll grab the other 2 books that I have under the tree. Okay, I have one awkward piece of Santa wrapping paper left. We'll see if I can fit both books there. So yeah, if it's not enough, it's not enough. I have 2 books that are already wrapped. One of them is a Christmas book, and one of them is the second book in a series, and I didn't get the first book. So I figured that would be a good thing to wrap in an Advent because I definitely don't need it now. It's been about a little over a week since I wrapped these, and I can't remember at this point. Like, I remember one of them is smaller. They're both paperback. I have guesses, but I don't know which is which. So that's a cool way to start. And then yeah, I am gonna wrap up the 7-Year Slip and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Let's go. My favorite animal is me at the end of last Christmas season, absolutely shredding this paper. All right, Kayla. Like that, it's so bad I have to fix it. I don't know how we got here. My original plan was I was going to every Monday in December open a pick, open it on camera, start my book that week, and hopefully be done by the next Monday where I would make my next pick. Well, it is Thursday. It is the first Thursday in December, and I still have 5 unopened books. So I thought today I could pick with you all. I'll start it and then decide if I'm going to pick again on Monday or we'll just pick as I finish them. But I have my 5 books. These are 5 books that I wanted to read at some point this year. I wanted to read them so much that I bought physical copies of them. So this is just that extra little push I need to give myself to make sure I finish them. Now it is time to make a selection. It would make the most sense to pick a Santa because there's more Santas than candy canes, but I don't want to make sense. Or maybe I do. Oh, I don't know. Okay, my plan was to pick this one, but then this guy kind of jumped out, and now I'm like, does this need to be the one I pick? Okay, so we're going with the Santa because Santa makes sense. I am officially deviating from my plan. Let's hope it works out in my favor. Okay, I am seeing this is no sprayed edge, so That's at least a good sign. I know what I picked. I am unwrapping The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. Yay! Okay, so this book has an element of magical realism in it. It is the apartment that I think it allows her to time travel, or allows him to try to time travel. There's time travel happening in this. So, I've heard this one is a tearjerker too, which is cool. I can definitely be in the mood for a tearjerker. This one is, oh, there's reading questions at the back. I love that. It is just over 300 pages. It's 328 pages, and it looks like it is pretty significant. It's a good size text. Good size text. So that is my first Christmas Advent pick. All right, that'll be fun. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this one by Monday. If I do, it'll be because I really sat down and tried to finish it, or, and I'm hoping it's this one, I start it and I just don't want to put it down and I just need to finish it up. Thank you for hanging out with me today while I figure out what I'm going to do with my holiday Christmas Advent. I have 4 more books to pick. I guess if I just don't finish them by Christmas, I could always just save them for myself for Christmas or after Christmas. I don't know. Who doesn't love wrapped up books? Or I guess I can just like keep them wrapped until I finish them. Help me inspire me to crush through some more physical TBR books that I have. All right, well, that's for me to figure out and eventually let you know. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great day.